Hi guys, I'm gonna try and speak louder because I'm recording this from a car. I'm at the station and I decided, you know what, let me just cover this topic once and for all because, it's a very important topic. If you just joined in, my name is Mercy. This is Worth Living today. I just want to appreciate everybody that has been watching my videos. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope and I believe that you're not just watching those videos just because you know me. I hope and I believe that you are encouraged and you're inspired, because that's the ultimate goal, man. That's the ultimate goal. Why? Because we're living in a world that has really degraded the power of God. We're living in a world that really doesn't show the power of God in anything, especially marriages. Like, a lot of marriages today are disgruntled, and it's like in the media we want to talk about those marriages that are disgruntled. So the ultimate goal of this channel is to share our experiences in marriage, share the touch of God in our lives, and share the insights and the wisdom that the Lord shares with us. Are you called? Oftentimes I've seen that a lot of people are called. Almost everybody's called. But how your calling is going to materialize, it depends on the people that you have surrounded yourself with. It depends on the people that you work around with. It depends on the people that you spend most of the time with. How it's going to be nurtured, how it's going to grow, it depends on that. But now when we talk about a spouse, we're talking about somebody that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. So oftentimes we speak about how we need to choose a spouse that's handsome, a spouse that's financially stable, and all other traits that we want from a spouse. But we forget something as Christian gents and Christian ladies. Something that's very, very important is to ensure that you choose a spouse that's going to be able to support the calling of God upon your life. Yes, very important. Because a lot of people are not living in their purpose because they have neglected the part of choosing a right spouse that's going to give them the platform to be able to exercise their calling and to be able to walk in their purpose. A lot of people are not in peace. They are constantly in wanting because they are not living in their purpose and they're not fulfilling what they've been called to do. So it's important that when you choose a spouse, you choose somebody that's gonna be there for you in your calling, and somebody that you as well, you're gonna be there to ensure that their purpose and their calling comes to pass, or you assist them in achieving them. So sorry guys, I'm recording this Kiko stationing, so I decided to record it in the car. So there's a lot of movement and I hope it's not really disturbing. So yeah, there's one thing that I learned a long time ago when we were doing our premarital counseling, that I am in my husband's life to kill him and to bring out Christ, and he's also in my life to kill me and bring out Christ. So we are in a mission together to try and ensure that each one of us walk in the purpose that which the Lord has called them. But imagine if you've chosen somebody that does not understand anything about the calling of God. Imagine you chose somebody on the basis that imagine the frustration that you're gonna live in. Imagine your spirit crying because you're not walking in your calling, simply because the person that you married does not give the environment that's conducive for your calling to materialize. So it's important, ladies and gents, it's important that when we choose spouses, we look at, is this person really somebody that can walk with me, support me in my calling, give me the platform. There are times that you want to pray, there are times that you want to pray, for real, you want to pray, and your spouse or your partner would want something else. But then, is this the type of a spouse that's going to make you feel like you're constantly praying, or make you feel like you're not doing other duties in marriage because you're constantly in prayer? But we need also to understand, so as the Bible says, that we should not forget, we start saying we are fasting, we are praying, and neglecting the other side of being a spouse. But what I'm saying now here is, yes, we want a financial stable guy or financial stable woman, whatever traits that you may be looking for. But because the calling of God is in you and is there for a purpose to materialize, you are forever going to feel wanting. If you find yourself connected to somebody that does not recognize the calling of God in your life, that does not give you the platform to exercise the calling of God in your life, you are forever going to find yourself wanting because you are not satisfied. Why? Because you are not fulfilling the purpose of God in your life. The purpose of God in your life does not only mean you standing behind the pulpit. For example, we've been given different gifts. Maybe let's say you're given the gift of giving. That means if you are given the gift of giving, you are that particular person who would just give money, just like that. You are compelled to give when you see a situation that needs money. But let's say perhaps you're married to somebody that does not understand these things. You're forever going to be fighting because that person will think you wasted money, you didn't have to do that. But you at that particular time, you were responding to the call of God because you're compassionate, but God has given you the ability and that gift to be able to give when somebody is in need. But if you've chosen a spouse that does not believe in that, a spouse that does not believe in such things, you're gonna find yourself lacking peace. So my number one major thing is to choose somebody that will accommodate, nurture, support the calling of God upon your life. It's not everybody that's born again that understand the concept. Some do not understand the concept. The doctrines differ. But it's important that you choose somebody that has similar doctrine to yours. Somebody that we are all learning, we're all growing, but when it comes to the purpose and the calling of God upon your life, you need somebody that will give room for that, somebody that will allow you to be yourself. It's like the topic of spiritual fatherhood and all that. If you find yourself under a father that does not nurture the calling of God in your life, you're forever gonna feel wanting. You wanna move to another church so that particular person or pastor can recognize the calling of God upon your life and begin to nurture it. Because the calling of God will forever scream at you if it is not fulfilled. So that was my topic for today, that it's important, ladies, it's important, gents, that when you're called, you choose a spouse that will support, that will nurture, and that will grow with you and the calling of God. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in no peace.